Hi everyone, welcome back to Sun's Arts. If you're new, welcome to the family. Let's get started. I'm planning to do something useful for household, and this is one of the thickest cardboard box that I saw, and I'm thinking to convert this into a nightstand as of now. So I'm just sticking all the borders, the openings with the tape. Now I'm done sticking all the borders, so I'm going to use this plastic cover which came in the packaging, and I'm going to stick all around the box just like this. I'm going to cover this box using this brown wrapping paper that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to stick all around the box just like this. Now the box looks neat, and I'm going to cover the box with some of the table covers just like this. And I'm going to stick it with some of the school glue just to secure it in place. And I also attached some of the twine in the borders to just give like an extra dimension to this box, which is going to be the nightstand for a while. So now I'm going to use another microwave box on the other side as a nightstand. So I'm doing the same procedure, covering it, and then I'm using the brown paper to cover it and some of the table cover as a top. So this is the final result of one of the nightstand with my stuff on it, and this is the other one on the other side of the bed. Now I had another very strong box, so I thought I should convert this into something to sit on. So I just stuffed with a lot of cardboard pieces in it, covered with the tape and some plastic casing and some throw on top of it, and some pink pillow to just decorate it. So this is something nice to sit on now. And this is another cardboard box I cut into half, exact half, and then I just covered it with some of this plastic casing using the tape, and I'm going to cover it again, the borders, with this brown wrapping paper just like that. And I thought of covering the borders with this rope, but I had a better idea. I wanted to make use of this brown bags, so I'm removing the handles and I'm actually cutting open the whole bag just like that. I'm going to cut into strips like this, and then I'm going to fold each of those strips in both the corners to just cover the raw edges, and I'm planning to make a braid out of this. So I'm going to tape one of the corners, all the three of them together, and then I'm going to keep braiding it until the length I want. And I'm going to attach those braids on the four corners of the box just like that. Now the box is covered with all the four corners with the braid. Now I'm going to take the rope and cover the edges with a little bit of tape so the rope doesn't fray off, and also it'll help me pass through the hole that I'm going to make to insert into the box as a handles, I hope you can see it just didn't come in the camera. I'm so sorry about that. And I'm going to secure those two handles using a tad bit of a hot glue on both the sides so the handles stay secured. And these are going to be the drawers under the bed where you can store your pillows and bed sheets and throws and stuff like that. So this is something that It's useful and it's also like gives a lot of storage space. I'm so happy how this turned out. So let me know your thoughts on this. And I'm going to use another storage container under the bed. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to reverse this box upside down, and I'm going to cover that with the table cover, the white part. So I'm going to spray all the school glue on top of this cardboard box, and I'm going to use one of this sponge dabber or sponge paint. I don't know what this is called as. And using this, I'm going to spread this school glue, and I'm going to stick this table cover on top of it as a single layer. After it is stuck on both the sides of the cardboard piece, and I'm going to cut on the edges just like that, so I can fold it and convert this into a box. And off the camera, I just stuck all the 4 corners, and this is another box that can go under the bed, and you can store some other stuff. And I have this 4 long cardboard pieces and also white contact paper, and I'm going to stick the contact paper in a pattern, just like a farmhouse style kind of a pattern that I want to give. And I just stuck like 4 of them, and I'm going to use white and black paint, and I'm going to fill those gaps with that gray paint just to give like a nice bands. And I'm going to insert into this one of this cubicle storage shelf that I got from Five Below, and I'm going to store some kitchen stuff in there. So isn't that a neat idea? Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm in love with this shelf. What do you think? And this is another strong cardboard box. I'm going to convert this into something to store. So this time I'm going to use this thermocol pieces, and I'm going to stick around the box just like this. I used a lot of hot glue and also some of the school glue, and I'm going to mix white and black paint just to give like a cemented look to it. So this is the final result. I'm storing my plastic bags in it, and I'm loving this. So let me know your thoughts on this as well. And I have this nice white cardboard piece. I was thinking to convert this into a mailbox. So, and also got like some of the matching white cardboard pieces which are in like rectangular. So I attached them just like that. And I'm going to paint the edges white so that I don't see those raw edges. And I'm going to stick one of this Dollar Tree labels, and this is nice beige color and white color on the borders, so I just like it. And I'm going to use one of them and stick it in the center of the box, and I'm planning to write with one of the black markers. And you can also use printer to print up, so I don't have a printer, so I'm going to write down. And I'm also going to cover the borders with some of this twine. Now the mailbox is all ready, and I'm going to add some handle in the back so I can hang it on the wall. I don't know what this thing is called, those things that come in the packaging as well. And I'm going to stick it with a dab of a hot glue in the back, and also I'm going to use the mounting tape that I got from Dollar Tree in the back, so I can also stick it along with hanging it so it doesn't fall off, so it's tightly secured. So this is the final result, you guys. I'm so happy how this turned out, so let me know your thoughts on this as well. And this is another small cubicle box that I got, and I'm also using some of this stuffing paper that came along with it. So I'm going to make those into some pieces and take some school glue and a little bit of water, and I'm going to make a mixture of that, and I'm going to dip these pieces of this brown paper and stick it all around the box just like this. So this is how it's going to look after it's all stuck. So I'm going to let it dry and come back on it, and now it's completely dry. I'm going to paint this white acrylic paint which I got from Dollar Tree all over the box, just like that. Now the box is all dry, and I'm not going to take another coat of paint. I wanted to keep it rustic like that. I'm taking one of this nice table cover which has some spring flowers in it, and I'm going to cut some orange and pink flowers, and I'm going to individually stick on the box using school glue, just like this. And I'm going to stick all the flowers around the box. And I'm going to use the handles of that brown bag which we used for braids. I'm going to take them and attach it as the handles from inside of the box. And this is the final result to store some of the beauty stuff. Now this is the last one, and I'm using some of this cereal boxes. I'm going to use this as a file storage. So I cut open the cereal box, and I'm using the inside of this cereal box. I'm going to take some of the table cover which had some bright print on it, and I'm actually spreading the school glue, and I'm going to stick this table cover on top of it, just like that. Now I'm going to fold the box and inside out, and I'm going to take a dab of a hot glue on all the corners, and I'm going to stick this box upside down, like inside out. And off the camera I just stuck 4 of them. 2 are like completely full, and the other one is like having a side slit on it, so you can store some files or stuff like that. And I'm going to stick all 4 of them on next to each other. So what do you think? I'm in love with this. Let me know your thoughts on this as well. And this is the tour of my daughter's studio apartment in New Jersey on 19th floor, and all the stuff that I created from cardboard boxes are all arranged. And this is one of the nightstand on one side of the bed with her laptop and stuff like that, and this is something I created like to sit on, maybe a couch. And this is another nightstand on other side of the bed. And that's her vanity, and I'm going to show how I made all these in other